Listen, bro. I just ran into some crazy stuff that I really want to share with you guys. It's pretty disturbing, to say the least. And I'm gonna start this off with this YouTube short clip that just happened to pop up on my feed, and I ran into it, and it kind of opened up the doorway for me to walk through to figuring a lot of stuff out. Not a lot of stuff, but figuring something out that I'm going to show you guys. So yeah, let's go watch this short video real quick, and I will show you what I'm talking about. All right, this right here, Dr. Umar is on the Breakfast Club, and he goes in. I love the confidence that this man speaks with, and you can tell that what he's talking about, he means it. He is convicted in. So here we go.
But listen to this.
Do you think people can be born gay?
No, I don't. And there's no conclusive evidence to that point.
Wow, you know, a lot of gay people say they were born that way. They said that, you're saying
a lot of murderers say they were born murderers. A lot of pedophiles say they were born pedophiles.
Yeah.
So if we're going to say there's a gay gene, we're going to have to open up the conversation and say that there's a pedophile gene, which means if I molest children, I shouldn't go to jail because after all, it was in my DNA.
What did I
Be
say
careful
yesterday?
about opening up one door. You got to open up all them doors.
Be careful about opening up one door. You're going to have to open up all those other doors. And he ends up making a point about how, being gay didn't used to be normal. It used to be looked at as a mental disease, a mental illness. And this lady on here is like, yeah, but being gay was never illegal, which she's actually wrong about. Being gay did used to be illegal, and is still illegal in some countries. And he makes a point of how, you be careful what you're normalizing. Be careful what you're saying you are born as or born with, because it's going to open up a lot of doors to some scary places. And just like, in the 70s or before the 70s or whatever, I think he says in the 70s is when it was normalized to be gay or something like that. I don't know. You'll see. But it's pretty much saying, just like years ago, we didn't think being gay was normal. Now it's normal. So be careful what you wish for about, people are saying that you're born a pedophile, you're born a murderer, and you never know in the future that could be a normal thing. Then he goes into the North American Association. Just, you'll see.
What I say?
But no, hold on. Being a pedophile is illegal. Being a homosexual is not illegal.
There's
Listen
an
to this.
organization called the North American Association for Man and Boy Love.
Yep.
They're trying to normalize and legalize pedophilia.
That is a real thing, and I will show you here in a minute.
Now we got to blow them up
It's on
right
the
now.
internet.
We
North
gotta-
American
they gotta go.
Association.
That sounds
No, they gotta
crazy.
go.
Oh my goodness. In fact, it's already been predicted that when the next DSM comes out, pedophilia will be normal behavior.
We need to drop a
Remember,
bomb on them right
homosexuality
The next DSM comes out. What does he mean by that? When the next DSM comes out?
was once mental illness up until 74. They changed it in 74. Some people thought homosexuality would never be considered normal in 74.
But it was never illegal.
It was never illegal.
It was
But here's
illegal.
the thing. Once you say something is normal, it's easy to make it legal.
Lord help us.
It was illegal. I should probably turn this down a little bit. It was illegal, but his point stands. Okay, hold on. Let's go to Google real quick. North American. I say it was North American Association. I already Googled it on here. North American. Okay, yeah, North American Association. I'm gonna type in. Oh, God forbid anyone sees my search history. Yeah. Then I looked at this. All right. So let's read this here. That's really short. World according to NAMBLA, North American NAMBLA, accounting for deviance. Journal of Sociology and Social Welfare, Volume 16, Issue 1, dated March 1989. Authors M.D. Young, published 1989, length 16 pages. Where is it at? Oh, does this really say anything about it? Okay, the North American Man-Boy Love Association, NAMBLA, is a pedophile organization that advocates adult sexual behavior with male children. Yeah, these people gotta go, bro. These people gotta go. Available find in a library. Pop up. Oh, I do not know if I want to go into all this. The world according to NAMBLA, accounting for deviance. Access for free. Hold up. So this is where you can find this book about the North American Man-Boy Love Association. Now, borrow from Washington State University Tri-Cities campus. Yeah, wow. 34 miles away from me. Lewiston, Idaho. Pullman, Washington. Moscow, Idaho. Cheney, Washington. Spokane. Portland. Look, hold up. I need to read more about this. We're about to deep dive. Oh my goodness. Okay. The North American Man-Boy Love is, I don't even like saying that. I don't even like the way that feels coming off my tongue, dude. It's a pedophilia and pederasty advocacy organization in the United States. It works to abolish age of consent laws, criminalizing adult sexual involvement with minors. That is terrifying. And campaigns for the release of men who have been jailed for sexual contacts with minors that did not involve what it considers coercing. I know the word, but reading it looks weird. The group no longer holds regular national meetings, and as of the late 1990s, to avoid local police infiltration, yeah, I bet. The organization discouraged the formation of local chapters. That don't mean that they're not still meeting up. Around 1995, an undercover detective discovered there were 1,100 people on the organization's rolls. NAMBLA was the largest group in international pedophile and child emancipation, an international pro-pedophile activist organization. Since then, the organization has dwindled to only a handful of people. I'm highly doubting that, dude. I'm really highly doubting that. Maybe that you know of. With many members joining online pedophile networks, according to Xavier von Erck, Director of Operations at the Anti-Pedophile Organization, Perverted Justice. As of 2005, a newspaper report stated that the NAMBLA was based in New York and San Francisco. Two very, very liberal places. Events such as Anita Bryant's Save Our Children campaign and a police raid of the Toronto area newspaper, The Body Politic, for publishing Men Loving Boys Loving Men, set the stage of the founding of NAMBLA. In December 1977, police raided a house in the Boston suburb Revere. 24 men were arrested and indicted on over 100 felony accounts of statutory rape of boys aged 8 to 15. Oh my. Suffolk County District Attorney Garrett H. Byrne found the men had used drugs and video games to lure the boys into a house, where they photographed them as they engaged in sexual activity. The men were members of a ring. Byrne said the arrest was the tip of the iceberg. That's what I'm saying, dude. Think of the groups and people that are hidden from this. Commenting on this issue, Boston Magazine described NAMBLA as the most despised group of men in America. Bottom of the totem pole, bro. Bottom of the totem pole. They all need to be offed, which was founded mostly by eccentric boy-loving leftists. The Boston Boise Committee, a gay rights organization, was formed in response to these events, which they termed the Boston Witch Hunt, allegedly in order to promote solidarity amongst gay men, saying in an official leaflet that the closet is weak, there is strength in unity and openness. NAMBLA's founding was inspired by this organization. It was co-founded by historian David Thorstad. In 1982, a NAMBLA member was falsely linked to the disappearance of Eden Patz. Although the accusation was groundless, the negative publicity was disastrous to the organization. NAMBLA published a book titled A Witch Hunt Foiled, the FBI vs. NAMBLA, which documented these events. In testimony before the United States Senate, NAMBLA was exonerated from criminal activities. It said it is the pedophile with no organized affiliations who is the real threat to children. Mike Eccles, an author of I Know My First Name is Steven, okay, infiltrated NAMBLA and recorded his observations in his book, which was published in 1991. Eccles published the names, addresses, and telephone numbers of 80 suspected NAMBLA members on his website. Damn, bro, tossed it all out there, which led to death threats being made to people who were not members of the organization. Onel R. Soda, man, this goes on. Okay, yeah, this I could read all this right now, but that is just so much. This is Wikipedia, so I mean, take it for what it's worth. What else can you find? Current features, NAMBLA. What? They have what? NAMBLA.org? Shut up. That's got a green check. Oh, I don't like that sketch. Bro, what is this? What the? Oh. Updated on the 22nd of December 2022. Someone's been active. NAMBLA calls for the empowerment of youth in all areas, not just the sexual. We support greater economic, political, and social opportunities for young people and denounce the rampant ageism that segregates and isolates them in fear and mistrust. We believe sexual feelings are a positive. Yeah, I'm done reading that. Yeah, these people need to go. These people need to go. NAMBLA. I'm throwing this out there so y'all know it's a thing, man. This is stuff like this is disturbing. We should be aware of, and like I started it off with that YouTube short clip. So many years ago, we didn't think that being gay, bisexual, all that would be normalized, and it's normalized. Which I'm not against. I think people should have freedom, to an extent, right? But you got to be careful, because the people that, are rich billionaires that pretty much run the world might not have the best interests for us at heart. And there's sex trafficking, there's children, thousands and thousands of children get kidnapped every year. You know what, let's look into that. I'm telling you, this, how many children go missing each year? Oh, okay, those are donations. I thought that was Am I in the right place? This feature. Look, I just want to know. Let's go to Google. Wow. In the United States, so this is just in the US alone, an estimated 460,000 children are reported missing every year. And that's from the FBI. So, and that's just children. Now let's go, how many people go missing each year? According to the National Crime Information Center, missing person and unidentified person files for the 2021 operational year, 521,705 people were reported missing. Wait a minute. There's 460,000. Look, I mean, this is a shot in the dark. I would need to deep dive a little bit more and find out the actual numbers for like each year, but 400 and something thousand, was that 460,000? 460,000 estimated to go missing. Then 521,705 people were reported missing in 2021. And if there were 460,000 kids missing in 2021, if that was the same year, that is like 90% of the amount of people that went missing in general. So I'm saying, like, that's a shot in the dark. That's just, piecing together what I have right now and just kind of throwing it in there. Either way, that is a lot of people. That is scary. There's a lot of bad things out there. There's a lot of bad things. Sex trafficking, people getting kidnapped and sold into sex trafficking. Like, that's a real thing, man. And it's crazy because when it's not happening to you, you don't think about it. You're just going about your life, diddly-doo-dah, having a, awesome time for the most part, unless you're struggling. But even then, our day-to-day struggles going through the things that we go through in life are nothing compared to what someone's going through right now. And I'll tell you what, getting sold into sex trafficking and being somewhere overseas away from anyone and just being sold for sex and being drugged out. I mean, we've all seen the movies. We've all seen the movies. We know this movie. That's terrifying. And to think that, there's a lot of kids and a lot of people that go missing every year and a lot of them end up there. That is sad to think that, their loved ones are crying and have no idea what happened to them. They're probably hoping that they're resting in peace by now, but a lot of them probably are not. And they're crying in a room somewhere, having something horrible done to them, just wanting to be home, and are never going to be the same again. And God knows what else is happening. I'm telling you, there's a lot of freaky stuff going on. This world is dark. We are in the devil's domain on this earth, and there's a lot of evil stuff that goes on. And we do got to be careful what we wish for and what we open doors to and what we normalize. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I thought that was crazy. As soon as it popped up, my mind was getting just blown over it. I was like, that cannot be a real thing. Sure enough, it's a real thing. So I shared it with you guys. Now, you can do whatever you want with that. Show whoever you want. Just let people know. Yeah, so maybe I'm going to start falling into a more journalistic approach here when it comes to making videos. But that's wild, dude. That is some crazy stuff. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Probably deep dive into some other stuff later on. Maybe get into politics. Who knows? I don't know. I'm really not sure. Let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you later.